Okay, give you a rundown on the Tramplite Shelter made by Colin Ibbotson. You can see erects just with one pole. Elected to use a Z-Pax carbon fibre pole this time, which is remarkably sturdy for its weight. Can't remember exactly, 46 grams rings a bell, but remarkably sturdy for its weight. Also carry a Gossamer Gear LT4, which I normally use to erect it. Very sturdy that. Just wanted to try the Z-Pax carbon pole. Inside I've got a polycro ground sheet which covers the interior area really nicely. There's also a very slightly modified Z-Pax Solo Cuben fibre ground sheet. Modified because I had to add longer bungees on the corners to get it to fit, because the Tramplite Shelter is somewhat longer than the Z-Pax Hexamid. So as you can see, a lot of livable room inside, especially with the areas to the head and to the foot of where you're sleeping, and also a lovely little area in the back there for stashing maybe a pack or your wet shoes. Just gear out of the way so you've got a bit more space inside. The front door arrangement is really innovative. There is a waterproof zip running down the centre. Each door folds away very neatly to the sides, and then there are two guy lines which attach to the doors, you can see here, and these attach also to the same peg that the main guy line that supports the front of the tent attaches to. So I will just drop one door just to show you what it looks like. So just unfastened this left hand door and attached the guy line to the clip at the base, and then it's simply a matter of pulling on the cord lock, and there we have a nice taut door to fend off some rain or a bit of breeze that might be coming in if the tent's pitched around the wrong way. And that's very easy to do from inside the tent as well as outside the tent. Let me just show you on this side. So the cord lock just drops open, and then the base of the door we've got guyline attachment point, all a bit trickier one-handed. Clip it in and pull. Now this arrangement is nice because in all but the worst of weather that would keep the rain and breeze off you, with the doors just separated with that bit of opening. Now if you relax the guy lines for the doors and pop the clip in at the base, that's a door protection a zip protection clip at the bottom, you can have the doors together with just a little bit of ventilation. Again, really good, just gives you a bit of ventilation, also almost acts like a vent that keeps the worst of the rain off, in fact pretty well all of the rain, and still gives you a nice enclosed porch area. And then for true wind and weather protection, just zip down the door. Now all of that's been done without altering the staking point at the front, which is a really versatile and convenient arrangement for the doors without you having to even get out of the tent. I know I've done it from the outside of the tent, but it's equally easy from sitting inside. So all in all, really chuffed with this tent, well thought out by Colin. Lots of features that make its livability really pleasing. You can see the wind shedding back of the tent, pitched rear into the wind. It should cope with pretty stormy conditions. Not yet had it out in those conditions to really see how well it would do, but so far really enjoying using it. So see if I can get any footage from inside the tent just to show you what it's like inside. So we're now inside the shelter. See the door toggle arrangement, the space at the head. I'm 6 foot tall with a fairly long torso, and if I show you the amount of headroom that we've got, there is stacks of headroom, which really is nice for the livability inside the tent. And if you can see above my head up to the apex, and that's with me sitting but really upright, no slouching, so really good. Just to show you this area at the back here where you can leave gear. Inside there are little loops for attaching the inner. Elected not to bring the inner. The inner is great. There's a zip in the back of the inner which allows access to that little rear area behind us, but I find the inner a little bit confining when you're used to the amount of space that you can sprawl out in under this shelter. So elected not to bring the inner. I think if the weather's really windy and cold, then I probably would bring it for the protection from the wind, but most of the year I'll probably take the shelter as is. So a little rundown of the Tramplite Shelter, been a bit of interest in it, so I thought I'd just give you some more insights into exactly what it's all about. Hope you enjoyed that.